Thank you. So I want to switch it up sonically a little bit and try this acoustic too tonight. So while I was playing in that group, we visited the studio to record a song, and I thought it would be fun to share the memory of my first professional recording studio experience. So I believe it was in Goodwill Suit. We went in this studio called Dorsey Studios. Everybody look him up when you get out of here and tell him all about it. He'll love it. Anyway, I'm just kidding. He won't remember us at all. He was this fantastic jazz musician who just had no idea he had a punk rock band coming in to record. And when we got in there, we were like, can you make it sound like angrier and more distortion and everything? He didn't even know what distortion was, I don't know. So we were in there for a couple of days trying to record a hard rock, punk album at a jazz studio. Not the ideal place to go, but we had a little bit of an experience there where we learned how to behave in the studio and learned to be a little bit more prepared. For future endeavors, and also to research. Does this guy, record the kind of music we do, sort of thing? But of course, some of you have been able to hear the new record, and Michelle Lynn played drums on that record, and she's here tonight. And our friend Ted Larson, who I picked up at the airport last night, flew in from Mexico. The three of us put together that album called The Process of Illumination. And how many of you have that? Oh, wow. Yeah. Very cool. Very, very cool. Speaking of that, do you guys have a CD player? Do you? Like a record? Do you own a CD player? You do own a CD player? Maybe?
In the car.
Yeah. In the car, there you go. I got mine at Goodwill. When we put out the CD, I just went and grabbed it. But I'm not picking on you for no reason here. Under that curtain right there, there's a mixing board and stuff, but if you lift that up, you'll see a CD there. That's for you. I didn't know who was sitting there, but you sat in the lucky seat. Yeah. So this is another sad song. We'll have some happy songs, don't worry. But this one was a song I wrote in December of 2006. It was actually Christmas morning. I wrote this cheerful tune on Christmas morning. I was house sitting for a friend at a trailer somewhere. Thank you. So, in thinking about playing some songs from the record without my band, which is certainly not as fun in some ways, I get to hear them rocking out behind me, but it's a challenge I'll accept. I'm gonna try. But what I am gonna do though is not play this album in order. Absolutely not. We're gonna start on side B at the very end and work our way backwards. Gonna do the Upside Down album. All right. Here's track 10 on the record. On the road, there's a songbird. There's another way to go. All the hope and the hope betrayed along the way, I find it hard to hold. Sometimes reminded of, don't you feel right at home? Don't you feel right at home? I'll try to find you on the road. On the road was a song they sang to me. That feeling never left. A room full of looking back. For all I know, I got it right half the time. Life's just moving slow and got nowhere else to go. Don't you feel right at home? Don't you feel right at home? I'll try to find you on the road. I don't want to spend the journey looking for a sign or a reason. I don't want to wonder if there's a songbird looking down on me, looking down on me. Every soul gets sold for something on the road. Everybody knows their story can't be told. Before you go, you could be the one to let them know there's another way to go. There's a songbird on the road. Don't you feel right at home? Don't you feel right at home? I'll try to find you. Don't you feel right at home? I'll try to find you on the road. There's a songbird. There's a songbird going home. Yeah, so that song made me cry one time while I was playing it live. I was at this like festival or something, and I was like singing that song, and I started bawling in the middle of the song. Big ugly tears. It was all right though. Nobody was even there to see me. They were all walking around. Nobody knew, and that was all right with me too. But you know, every good thing has an ending, right? And sometimes when something that's good is over, we all get depressed about it. And we go, oh, that's so sad that something good happened and now it's gone, right? But wrote a little song flipping that on its head. So, because it's kind of a good thing when a good thing happens, right? In the first place. So, this is my little solo rendition of a song that is definitely not meant to be solo. So have mercy on me, all right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Intro. There may never be a better time than right now. Summertime comes and goes, and gone it goes. I'll be holding the heat down for you till the sun comes up again. This is the end of a good thing. Look at it this way, just for fun. Here you are in the middle of a good thing. Made in 1981 to put the Santiam Canyon on the radio. Let the friendships sail away. We could meet up in another lifetime. And if you never find the words to say, never trade a good feeling for a memory. The end of a good thing. Say thank you for coming out tonight. A good thing. Oh. Candlelight, satellite, the first night of your life. The song you sing, a broken guitar string, could be the end of it all. Is it the end of a good thing? The end of a good thing, yeah. Well, yes. Thank you. Yeah, that was fun.
Thank you.
My band didn't even know what the lyrics were going to be like on that one. It was the one song on the album that like they hadn't heard the vocals for it, and we went into the studio and it was like, all right, this is totally different than anything else, right? The truth is, I hadn't written the lyrics yet. I didn't have it fully figured out until we were in there. Try not to do that. And if you do that stuff, you usually don't tell your audience that you did that stuff. All right. Well, one of the songs on the record here that I'm about to do has a music video on our YouTube channel. And get that out of the way while we tune. It's really, really not necessary to mic the tuning. So I'd like to say thank you to Corey and Soundstream Music for putting these on this month. It's been really cool. What a great idea. Everyone give Corey a little love. We've been trading trials only waited for a while. After all, you faded and have been blind. Maybe I'm a poor excuse, but I'll never be your trial. You're abandoning the night. Looking for wrong in all this right. Recklessly, or so it seems, to take us back in time. Surrender is a one-way street. I'll never be your trial. We can't find the words. We can't find the words. We never found the words. We can't find the words. Hope your maybe turns to my but I'm only waiting for a while. After all you lost, there must be something you can't find. Let me be your love, never be your trial. Thank you so much. Gotta love, right? I'm so happy to see my friends here. All of you. I'm looking at all of you. I don't know if I've met everybody in the room, but I think most of you, I've met most of you before. And if I haven't met you officially, my name is Michael, by the way. I didn't really say hello. I don't remember. It's a blur. It's okay. Thank you. Take this thing off. You don't need that. All right. So sticking to the program, the next song on the album Backwards is called Blame You. Blame you. That's what I do when I don't know what else to do. Into, that's where I'd be, a broken me without you. There's nothing I can say, so I blame you. When the wonder of it finds me out of time, I've been black and blue from being true and walking on the line. If you ever leave, I hope we get the chance to say goodbye. You got me hoping we never do. This is true. I think I'm in love for two, and I blame you. Love you. The words we all like to say and love to do. You knew say and I got proof, but I blame you. When the wonder of it finds me out of time, and I've been black and blue from being true and walking on the line. If you ever leave, I hope we get the chance to say goodbye. You got me hoping we never do. This is true. I think I'm in love with you. Well, how about you? I might be a fool for loving you. There's nothing else I want to do, and I blame you. Thank you. Well, as fun as that is, we're going to take a break from the record. I plan on doing side B like that, to a degree, and then we'll come back and do side A a little bit later on. Look out, buddy. Got a microphone here that's not being used right now. We got to get it out of the way. All right. I'd like to say we really appreciate it one more time that everybody's here and supporting our students. When I wandered into town, I walked on that bridge over there, and I was like, "Yeah, this is a good town. I think I'm gonna stay around this area." And I walked into this building right after that and met Corey. And been working for Soundstream since that day. Pretty a month or so after that we talked. And since around that time, it's been about 5 years now. I think we're going on our 6th year. It's really a great place. Yeah. So, oh yeah, I just tuned my guitar to untune my guitar. Check that out. Yeah, that's right. All right. So this is another song that was written over a decade ago, and it's called "Accidental." I want your ears to be happy that I did all this here. What's the point wearing a suit if you're out of tune, right? I waited for that sun to rise, time and time again. Wonder where I lost my pride, wondered why again. Something so replaceable comes to capture me again. And now, before the dawning of the tree, waking shadows passing o'er, give us everything we need, but I can't reach forgetful heart, but a grateful mind. Some have to pretend with a bitter taste of moving on. Did you really think I'd bear when something so replaceable comes to capture me? And now, before the dying of the tree, waking shadows passing on, give us everything we need, but I can't reach, so I don't want you to believe when you've had all that you wanted, then you wake up from the dream. Then you wake up from the dream. Thank you. Whenever a student comes in and has written a song, it's always the highlight of my week. Songwriting is kind of, I don't know, sort of what it's all about. I do love playing covers. I love playing gigs where I get to play some classics, some wonderful songs. But this is certainly a treat for me as a performer, so really genuinely thank you. And I figured it would be a good idea to play you all a brand new song that I wrote in the last couple weeks. Yeah, we'll see. All right.
What's it called?
It's called Optimism. It's in the lyric book. I'm
Yes,
glad you
I'm
asked.
on that page.
Nice. That's the next one. Yeah, I just did the accidental. We're back on the program, by the way. Thank you for pointing that out. I'm not so good at this. Turn in your hymnals to page 9. There's home just outside the window. There's optimism spinning me around. We were wondering why optimism was begging you to stay. Said it's all really gonna be okay. We sent that signal together. We could have waited forever. It's almost over. We finally made it. We're going home. You're fascinated when you get a different point of view, and it's all a memory to you. It's underrated when you get a different point of view, and it's all a memory to you. optimism doesn't need a thing. Said it's all really gonna be okay. You're fascinated when you get a different point of view, and it's all memory to you. We sent that signal together. Feels like we've waited forever. It's almost over. We've almost made it. So many miles from home. Optimism doesn't feel a thing. Said it's all really gonna be okay. Thank you. Right. Switch back to the old faithful acoustic guitar. Get back over here, buddy. We need you. All right. So, this one's called If I Never See You Again. It's in the program somewhere. I'm probably out of order. I don't know. If I never see you again, if we could build a shelter from the cold, moving on in this whole world, if only we could live on looking back when the times are changing. We know we've been running out of time for all our lives. If you're so right and I'm so wrong, the mess we've made can change it all into the perfect song. Farewell, you could never take my love. I know this world will always have enough if I never see you again. If ever I felt my heart pretending, and ever you've lost something that you could never find in this whole world, we had something to remember. No, we've been running out of time for all our lives, and in this rest that I have found, a peace that passes under comes for those who listen for the sound. You will always be my love. I know this world will always have enough. If I never see you again. This song's called Wish You Well. So long, oh goodbye. There were times I loved and times I tried. Press on or push through. Many ways of hiding from the truth. Wish that I found it years ago. Shared it with the loved ones I had known. I thought that I could make it right. Sitting here all alone at a place that I call home. Days go by, I'm searching for a soul. It's true, I lied. With all the life I've lived, I'll surely die. But deep down, I hope better things will happen in your soul. Thought that I found it years ago. Spent it on the love that I had sold. I thought that I could make it right. Sitting here all alone at a place that I call home. Days go by, I'm searching for a soul. Thank you very much. All right, one more on this acoustic thing here. But I gotta tell you about the second band I was in. So my second band, I was about 18 or so, and our name was Zalian, and we opened for some bands that you heard of, I guess, back then, but you hadn't heard of them back then, and that is not a bragging point. If somebody's like, I opened for a band you've heard of like 20 years ago, it's not really super. It's not super cool. And I'll tell you something that's even like a little bit more humbling. We had a band open for us, and about a month later, we found out they were on tour opening for Pearl Jam. And we were like, well, we would really like that. But anyway, you just watch them pass you in the fast lane all the time. But by now I'm invincible. It doesn't even matter to me. I just want to sing my songs for my friends, you know. So back then it really affected you, you know, a little bit, because you were just like, man, I want to open for Pearl Jam. I'm not saying I'd say no, but I'm over it. So after, you know, the band stuff, I did some solo acoustic stuff for a while, and there was a music video recorded to this song, and my dad was in that music video, which is kind of special, and he was really proud of me. that, so it was cool. This song's called Control Your Mind. Enjoy the way misunderstanding leads to nowhere. Lady in red, you absolutely shine, but your clever deeds betray you. Stand on my shoulders, come to me and see the world. And you're a dose of isolation in a crowded mind before it grows into a tragedy. In time we lie awake and wait for it to pull us to the earth. Before you write it off, consider this. Control your mind. Impossibility, it waits for me everywhere I go. If I stand on the mountain, will you see? You're a dose of isolation in a crowded mind before it grows into a tragedy. In time we lie awake, wait for it to hold us to the earth. Didn't know how we were suffering. Better stop the world from crumbling on us. And you're a dose of isolation in a crowded mind before it grows into a tragedy. In time we lie awake, wait for it to pull us through the earth. Control your mind. Control your mind. Thank you. All right. So Zion, we played, I don't know, a couple hundred shows or so, and then I moved away. I went away and I said, I'm gonna go study music, learn what I'm doing, and I'm still doing that, and still a student of it. And but that was a great journey to leave my hometown, and I think that was a lot of what I was planning on mentioning today, was that I sort of wanted to find a new home after I didn't really have any family left, and so I looked around, ended up here, and that's a story in and of itself, but it's a beautiful story, and I'm just so happy to have a great place and found great people. But that was around the time when I realized, I was like, I don't think I want to grow up here. I mean, I was like 19 or so, but I knew I wasn't grown up yet. there's some 19-year-olds that know that stuff. But then there's some 19-year-olds who are grown up already somehow. I was not one of them. When I came back, when I went back home though, because there were some health issues in the family, I wanted to be there for them, and then I wanted to leave immediately and get out of that, that area. I don't like, I had a professor one time who said, I always ask people, do you like your hometown? And he says, and I don't really care about their hometown. I just want to know about them. Because if they're the kind of person who says, oh, my hometown's terrible and everything, then he's like, oh, well, they're a negative person, right? And I think for the most part, he'd be right. That's a really smart way to get to know someone a little bit. Ask them a question like that. But in my case, I'm not joshing you. My hometown was not very fun. I really had to go. I had to get out of there. I still have some great friends back there, but it was really great to explore, get out in the world, learn a few things. Still great friends with those old bandmates. Actually, when I returned back home, at one point I started my third band with the drummer of that band, and we called it South Haven. And I'll play a few songs from the South Haven world in a minute, but this one first, this was one of those bluesy songs. I hope you like it. This one's going to be on our next record. Used to call me a baby, used to call me on the phone. No use selling all the blue notes, babe. I'm gonna need them when you're all alone. Before your head has lost you, before your hands are rubber tied, before you go digging for your next victim, baby, you better come back down and see about the blues, man. You never kissed me like that, baby. We always had a little more. I wanna give you some of the blue love, baby. What are you waiting for? Before your head has lost you, before your hands are rubber tied, before you go digging for your next victim, babe, you better come back down and see about the blues, man. Before your head has lost you, before your hands are rubber tied, before you go digging for your next victim, babe, you better come back down and see about the blues, man. Catching Strays. And, we're looking forward to getting back in the studio. Planning to do a little bit of that around the end of this year. So I promised some South Haven songs. Take all of those memories that you keep, all of those hurts that just won't leave, all of those pages stained with tears, and throw them all away. 'Cause every time you cried yourself to sleep, it's just another chance for me to dream. You'd wake up in the morning next to me, and I wanna love you, and I wanna carry you away. I wanna love you back to life. Sometimes we bend, sometimes we break, sometimes we all just make mistakes. Sometimes the picture that we paint gets a little clouded in the rain. Every time you try to fall in love, every time you trusted in someone, let you down till you wanted to give up. Oh, and I wanna love you, and I wanna carry you away. I wanna love you back to life. So on the love song theme, this is a song I wrote since I've been here. So I'll give you one guess, who inspired this love song here. Carried me home on your shoulder, the first and the last hope of staying alive. I had no strength left to beg for my pardon the day you carried me home. The night was dark and it got colder. I'd almost forgotten the words to my song. The place I called home, they buried my name the day you came along. was breaking, the road never seemed it would end. I'll never forget how that sun was setting on the day you carried me home. The day you carried me home. We're running short on time. That happened quick. Yeah, this is cool. This is really cool. And I think we've got to do some of these album songs. We're going to leave out a few today, which I did not expect to happen. I was having like a little bit of a fear that I wasn't going to have enough songs.
Ask them if they have anywhere else to be tonight.
Yeah, we
Oh
can
my.
stay. We can stay all day.
You want to play? I want to play them all. You can.
Let's play them all.
Wow. Cool. Well, I'm gonna hit the album out here, and try. I might jumble up side A a little bit though. Let's get a little creative here. This one I'm not gonna do all the way through. I'm just gonna give a little jam on it. Why not? Okay, so let's see. This will be fun. Maybe. So confident. Oozing with confidence, guys. Gotta hear the song in my brain first. Okay, Thank you. You gotta give that song a little bit of love. That song's called Proximal Development. I had my tone knobs down. That's why it sounded a little weird. If there's any sound engineers in the house. I got a question for you over here. Do you have a vinyl player by chance, Frank?
Yeah.
You do. Behind the curtain right next to you, there's a vinyl in there.
Cool, I have a CD, but I don't have the record.
There, now you have the record, so thank you.
Thank you.
You gotta do 8 tracks next.
Yeah. I was kind of looking into cassette tapes at one point. I had a car with a cassette player up until about 4 weeks ago. And I was like, I would go to some of those places where they sell those things still, and I would buy Jimi Hendrix, or I have a Carole King cassette tape that I got from there, and anyway. So now my car doesn't have any of that. So bummer. Next will be an 8-track player. I'll get a car with an 8-track in it. My parents used to tell me they had record players in cars at one point. That's wild. I can't. My goodness. All right, so I'm going to skip the most depressing song on the album. Actually, it's not that depressing, but I'm going to skip that one and go right to The Glow. This song's about love. But I'm going to do an acoustic version. Why not? I've never done that. Yeah, let's do that. I was kind of at first gonna test out some guitars and see which guitar had the right mojo for the night, But I've just been kind of randomly going through them all. All right. Woke up the morning, stars can be seen. We weren't just having fun, we were in a dream. We should have been younger then, we had the whole world against the wall. Set sail, exhale, know the wind will blow you home. Life is a daydream, curtains never close, frame by frame until I meet you in the afterglow. We should have been younger then, we had the whole world against the wall. Set sail, exhale, already know the wind will blow you home. We should have been younger then, we had the whole world against the wall. Set sail, exhale, already know the wind will blow you home. Alright. So, South Haven was a fun band to be in, and we recorded at a studio where our producer ditched us. So he just didn't show up. And we recorded our album all by ourselves on his gear because he wasn't there. Anyway, that was a fun experience. I was calling all my friends, being like, "How do I record an album? Anybody know how to do that? Where do I plug this microphone in? I mean, silly." But we got through it, and I tell you what, it's really an adventure being in bands and playing with musicians. We're all kind of a mixed bag of weirdos. But currently, playing with Michelle Lynn and Ted Larson has been just a real honor, and they're a great band. And we've had a lot of fun making this record in Portland at Opal Studio. Kevin Hahn produced and did a great job with the record. And it is available at michaelpaulreed.com on vinyl. We're out of CDs though, so the CDs are kind of a rare thing now. But I've got 3 more songs for you. This one's track 3 on the record, and it's called C17. Here's to the ones we used to love and the ones we've hated. Life is experimental drug and freedom's overrated here. It only takes a lifetime. You're counting moments to the end. Alright, you're such a temperamental friend. You could see it from my eye. Truth is experimental life, the latest in the making. Trapped in this temperamental life, the whole world is faking here. It only takes a lifetime. You're counting moments to the end. You're such a temperamental friend tonight. Wish you could see it from my eyes. You're counting moments to the end. Alright, you're such a temperamental friend tonight. Wish you could see it from my eyes. Wish you could see it from my eyes. Wish you could see it from my Thank you. And track 2 on the record is called Spent a Night Out of the City. Wrote this one right before I left Upper Michigan for the great wild adventure that led me here. And the song goes something like this, hopefully. Spent a night out of the city. The old man tried to tear me down. Wrote a letter not for sending, but it was worth the time it cost. Take those lonely days, those old lonely days, run away with me. Traded something in the waiting, never missed it anyway. Looked for peace and then I found it. That city never say, take those lonely days, your lonely days, run away with me. Turn the lights out in the city. We were never meant to be afraid. It seems like I have found a home. Trade collections for the freedom. Those old days are just a memory. I won't forget them, but I know the better off seem to all be happy, and the beggars get what they came for. These things are often as they seem. Close the window, lock the door. No one escapes without memory, and the stars are falling at my feet. Take those lonely days, take your lonely days, take those lonely days, and run away with me. Thank you. All right, final song of the night. Let's do one I think a few people have been waiting for. All right, here goes September Moon, everyone. We have a music video for this one also on the YouTube, and so look for us out there. All right, thank you for coming. Tonight you said that. Wait a minute. Sometimes that's the right words. Sometimes I feel like I'm the only one who never knew the truth. Sometimes the feeling goes away too late, but never came too soon. I try to lock it up at night until the morning never came. Sometimes I feel like I'm alive, already gone but here to stay. Tonight you said that you're the only one, but you were never here tonight. I will draw a line between my brightest hope and darkest fear. It's just the way the story goes, as the moments fade to years. Sometimes I wish with all I am that the world would disappear. Leave me here. And it fades away. Thank you so much. It was really fun. Appreciate you. Thank you. And be sure to have some treats out there. There's probably plenty of food left over,
Sorry,
right?
Gina.
Please do, yes, please take, you can also take a plate to go for the final.
You write the music first and the song, the lyrics?